Okay, before the creation of this computer lab, do you think that you could have found a place to just relax and be yourself?
Well, before the computer lab at the church, I mean, there wasn't really nowhere else to go but sit in the church. And so now this has become the local spot for teenagers after church where they can just come and hang out or go on the computer. Well,
Why do you think the computer lab had so much of an effect in your life?
well, the computer lab, it hasn't really had a big effect on my life, but I would say that for this church-wide, I mean, like, say my phone's dead, but I really need to go and send out an email or go on Facebook or on Twitter or something, I can make a quick stop up to the computer lab and I'll know I'll be able to send it from there.
Do you see any needed improvements in the computer lab?
Well, the computer lab looks fine. I mean, at the most, an improvement would probably be AC vent. It's kind of hot up here.
I see what you're saying.
Or maybe a little faster internet. The internet's pretty fast, but
Interesting.
you know, yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay. Hypothetically speaking, if the computer lab were to disappear today, how would you feel?
Well, if the computer lab disappeared from church today, there wouldn't really be a local hangout spot for all the people, you know, or for all the teenagers.
I see.
They'd probably have to now just sit in church and wait until everybody's ready to leave instead. And I mean, when you're in church for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, you don't really want to spend another 30 minutes in there after the service is done. So, I mean, a lot of people would be upset.
I see what you're saying. Really good. 1 to 10, 10 being greatest and 1 being the least. How much of an effect do you think this computer lab has had on the community, church, and yourself altogether?
Well, I would give it, actually, I'd say around a 9.
Oh.
And it's because, I mean, the community, due to the computer lab, people that weren't able to, you know, go to the library or who didn't have a car or who didn't like taking a bus will be able to come here free of cost, you know, and use the computer lab.
Interesting.
And due to the computer lab, we was able to get people to actually come to our church too. So I would actually say, due to the computer lab, it's really affected our church growth and just, it's really good.
Thank you, and what is your name, sir?
Josh Barrett.
Okay, thank you. Creation of the computer lab. Do you think that you could have found a place to just relax and be yourself?
Before that, I wouldn't say so because everywhere was always time consuming as far as getting there, and there were people already there, which made the environment more or less able to work quietly in the atmosphere as such.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Why do you think the computer lab had so much of an effect in your life?
It has had definitely a great impact in my life due to the fact of its availability.
Interesting.
When libraries would be closed or when other computer labs on campus would not be available, you can easily access it, and it's close to the area in which I live.
Oh, great. Do you see any needed improvements in the computer lab?
I guess more, I would say a little bit more computers to make room or to provide for more people to come in so that they'd be able to do their work.
That's great. Okay. Hypothetically speaking, if the computer lab were to disappear today, how would you feel?
I would feel like there's one less area in which I can go ahead and do work. Although I have my home in which I can work at, but I feel there's a less of an area where I can work at a more quieter and timelier pace in which I'm comfortable.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being greatest, 1 being the least, of course, how much of an effect do you think the computer lab has had on your community, church, and yourself altogether?
On a grand scale, I would say between an 8 and a 9.
Great. And how has it what effect has it had on your community, church, and yourself? Like how you know?
You've definitely seen a lot of work ethic being put in, a lot of paperwork's being done. Even in the kids who are coming here, they're getting their homework done. And for us college folks, we're getting papers turned in, and it's not a worry of lack of internet or lack of computer. It's available, and we're able to do everything that we need to get accomplished.
Yes. All right. What is your name, sir? And just tell us a little bit just about yourself.
My name is Mondison, like Mo.
Yeah.
I'm in college currently, getting into studying at University of Central Florida's educational program. I'm funny.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty much it.
All right. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem.